me. My name is Marla, and you're watching Gatorland Vlog.
Spring has sprung, and today's all about alligator bellowing.
You know how the groundhog comes out for spring?
Yeah.
Well, this is how we know spring in Gatorland bellowing is going on. This is our 10-acre alligator breeding marsh, 150 alligators total, 100 females, 50 very, very happy males.
And if you don't know what bellowing is, it's a form of communications that alligators and even some crocodiles do to tell each other about each other. They suck in all this air and then they blow it out, and the power that they use to blow that air out causes their body to vibrate and the water to vibrate around them. So let's say big male alligator, he's bellowing, he's letting everybody know around him what his size is, where his location is, and what his territory is about. And when it ripples, the vibration in the water beads bounce off their back, especially the male alligators. Really impressive. They call it the water dance, and they say whoever's water beads bounce the highest, he's the man. So it is a form of communication to attract one another as well. When you hear it, the tone that we hear as human beings is B flat. But there's all these other infrasonic, meaning really low frequencies that are traveling through the air and through the water that we can't hear, that are helping them communicate to each other.
So another sign of spring is this. We've got our rookery in full swing. Every year this time of year, we get the great egrets, the cattle egrets, the snowy egrets. They come into our breeding marsh and they make their nests over top of the alligators. And a big word coming here, it's a symbiotic relationship between the birds and the alligators. And basically that means both species benefit from each other. The birds benefit from alligators because that's protection for their babies in the nest. Raccoons, possums, and other animals have trouble getting into the nest because they gotta go through all the alligators first. And the alligators benefit from the birds because every once in a while the alligators will be able to jump up and get a baby bird out of the nest, or a baby bird might fall in the water and they get food. So it's kind of the cycle of life. It's called a symbiotic relationship, and we get hundreds of birds nested in here every year.
So once the males make the big call and the females call back and they decide who their partner is going to be, they do a beautiful and tender, romantic, like rubbing on each other's faces. Sometimes the females will go underneath the males and blow bubbles, and that'll give him a little tickle. Because remember, they have those integumentary sensory organs all over their face. So when they're rubbing on their face, it's like 100 times more sensitive than a human fingertip. And they feel that, and it just gets them in the mood. And then they kind of swirl around each other like a ballet for a while. And then the male climbs up on top, and you guys can write the rest of the story after that. We've gotten everyone here that's in the vlog team, and we're all gonna see who amongst us as humans can make the best bellows to make the alligators react.
Had success in the past. I don't know if I'm going to do as well as these two, but I have been able to get them to react in the past.
Brandon does the best job at it, as far as I know. But today, we brought in a ringer. This is Dan, cameraman Dan. You might remember him from School of Croc. And Dan has pretty low of a voice.
I have a deep voice.
Dan and Brandon look more like big bull alligators than me and you.
Listen, each of them have way more wind than we do.
All right, so how does the sound go, Brandon?
You got bit.
Okay, I got it.
Just
Ready?
like that.
Ready?
More,
I sound like a bird.
more guttural.
Oh,
That was better.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Hurt your throat.
Sorry. All right, who's going next? Mike?
I'll go.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check.
Here we go.
Oh, Mike tricked us.
That was good.
Get the spacing right too.
Oh!
Attaboy.
Next up at Crocodilian Karaoke, it's Dan Caro with Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive. Translated into Crocodilian.
You upset Blondie.
Do it again. I have to tell you, it takes a real bull alligator to spark Blondie. And for Blondie to be bellowing back at you, that means you just declared war.
I'm Blondie?
Yeah.
This was his area, that's why he was doing that, and then you did that, so now you got to go fight it out and see whose area it is.
So jump on in.
I could thumb wrestle him. I'm pretty good.
They don't have
Thumb
thumbs.
wrestling.
Do that.
No thumb wrestling? All right.
Nope.
All right, Brandon, what do you got? Well, you got one looking.
Alligators make that bellow sound not only to attract females, but also to claim their territory. So when Brandon was making that sound, Blondie turned around because Blondie thought it was the alligator behind him. And then another alligator also thought that someone was encroaching on his territory. So they both took off against that alligator at the same time. Blondie is the biggest bull alligator we have here and the loudest bull alligator we have here. So Blondie was getting down all this morning, all last night, all yesterday morning. And as a dingo would say, Blondie's on the job. All right, guys, so you post in the comments below. Let us know which amongst us you thought did the very best bellow. The next step is they get the job done, nesting, egg laying, incubation, and that's when our baby alligators are gonna hatch out around about August, right?
Last week of August, first week of September.
All right, so do us a favor.
Check the like button.
Smash that notification.
Chomp notification. Oh! Chomp notifications on.
And tell your friends too.
Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends too. Did you want to say anything else, Cameraman Dan?
Oh my gosh, Dan, why are you wearing a black cowboy hat?
I won it in a bellowing contest.